ancestors and angels. The next time you find yourself standing in a moment that feels much bigger than you, a moment where you feel small, inadequate, crippled by doubt, fear, maybe guilt, shame, or regret, try to remember the following. You are not alone. It's a mistake to stand alone when this moment that you're standing in was not one you arrived at all by yourself. You are the result of all that has gone before. The blood, sweat, and tears of countless generations are the reason you have this opportunity to be here, to be alive. Your life can be a gift or a curse, and your relationship to the past plays a very big part in this. In those moments when you feel alone, not good enough, are afraid of being found out, exposed. In those moments of absolute panic and terror, call on those countless generations on whose shoulders you stand. Call on your ancestors today. All those who have gone before you, who've made it possible for you to be standing in this moment. Had it not been for their efforts, endeavors, commitment, sacrifice, you would not be here. You can either take the opportunity of this moment to become more than you've ever imagined, or you can remain trapped in the lie that you could never be more than you are right now. This simply isn't the case, but you have to choose. I invite you to choose now to call on those generations you may not have known, and yet some of their essence continues to live through you. Your great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, great-great-great-grandparents, and so it goes on. Imagine right now that they are standing here in this moment with you, ready and willing to support you. They are desperate for you to succeed. They gave everything so that you might have everything. They are urging you to fulfill that which was unimaginable to them. Let them help you to fulfill your bliss, your reason for being. Reach out to them now. I invite you, using the eye of the mind, to imagine yourself on the road of life. In front of you is the future that awaits you. Behind you is the past, but not just your past, a past that extends through the centuries. As you look behind you, way in the distance, you start to see on the horizon bodies of light emerging from the ground. As each body rises up, several other bodies of light emerge too. They are slowly making their way towards you. As you watch this rising up, it all feels beautifully choreographed. As one generation after another emerges, each one fulfilling their part of the story. It's such a beautiful and inspiring sight. Each character in the chain holding the other's hand, each one being enhanced by the next. There is an incredible bond that connects one to the next one. It's such an awe-inspiring scene. This glorious chain of humans made of light, whose features are only gently etched on their faces, may not be known to you, and yet each one is intimately connected to you. Each one possesses some characteristic, trait, quality, or virtue that resides somewhere in you, which can assist you on your journey. The rising up of your ancestors comes to meet you exactly where you are. The last one in the chain reaches out for your hand. You're now holding the hands of those responsible for you being in the world. You're now connected to your antiquity, a source that is deeper, older, wiser than anything you've known. You can feel the incredible power of being connected to all these past generations. It's like an electric current running through you. It's soft yet strong, quiet yet powerful in its resonance. Just stand now and feel the power of this. Look back down that road, and as far back as the eye can see, you can see that you're part of an unbroken chain, part of the collective endeavor and experiences shared by this ancestral dynasty. And it is all flowing through you right now. Just stay with this feeling for a while. You realize, possibly for the first time, as you've connected with your ancestral dynasty, that you have access to a fortress of peace, a mental stronghold that is impenetrable. And as a result, you actually possess all the courage and power you need to face the road ahead. You have the confidence, the clarity, and composure to navigate life's choppy waters. You now possess the serenity required to stand firmly in the storm. You have all the wisdom and collective strength from your ancestral dynasty with you, and it will always be with you. Everything you're likely to face is dwarfed by the incredible energy and light of this unbroken chain. You now feel like the legendary phoenix rising from the ashes, irrepressible, invincible, awesome and magnificent. You are a tower of strength, and you now walk into your future knowing that you are never alone. You can feel the power of all those that have gone before, urging you, encouraging you, supporting you to grow and flourish. And you do. As a result of this divine force, you can feel something amazing rising up in you. A feeling that is unfamiliar, and yet you recognize it. A feeling that feels like a stranger, and yet like an old friend too. This feeling could best be described as your authentic self, the part of you that is unspoilt and has never been contaminated by your experiences. Whatever you have experienced, it has patiently waited for you to reclaim it, become it, expand it. And even though it has been ignored, unappreciated, and denied, it has never withered. Its beauty waiting to be tapped. And right now, as the incredible energy from your ancestral dynasty flows through every fiber of your being, this authentic you begins to rise. You can see it clearly in your mind's eye. It's a perfect hologram of you, a body of light which is subtle and yet beaming. Its brightness is an exhibition of its majesty. This is the angel in you, your most virtuous self, the you that can become everything it wishes, the you that can take the hopes and dreams of all the generations that have gone before you and make them real. Instead of looking for angels outside, why not try connecting with the angel within? Celebrate this most beautiful version of yourself, your authentic self. Acknowledge its value and worth, and you will become worthy. Acknowledge its resourcefulness, resilience, and creativity, and you will become the master of your destiny. Respect its unwavering loyalty and fidelity, and it will soar above every challenge with grace and ease. So instead of looking for angels outside, try valuing the angel within. look again down the road of life and appreciate the ancestral lineage from which you have come and are a part of. Even its faults and shortcomings are outweighed by the mountain of goodwill, virtue, and unwavering desire to survive and thrive. And you can feel all of that coursing through your being. As a consequence of your connection with those that have gone before, your angel within rises up out of the authenticity that has long been striving to be heard and seen. Now it cannot be hidden, as it shines so brightly in the present. You are now ready to face the future with your potential awakened and your mind polished with the truth about itself. It is the most magnificent energy in the universe, and when it is plugged into the eternal story of life, it can meet every scene with grace. Remember to remain plugged into the angel within by connecting to the ancestral dynasty that you're a part of. You are never alone unless you choose to be. Choose to be part of the ancestors and the angels.